I'm glad you're here, Guardian. Rasputin and I can't do this alone. I really believe Rasputin can do some good. We just need to trust him. And then he'll trust us. Time is not on our side, Guardian. The strange part is, not a lot of bullets were fired. I look busy, but I can multitask. Need something? Take as much time as you need. I really believe Rasputin can do some good. We just need to trust him. And then he'll trust us. Never heard of her. Why does she only have one name in the Damocles file? For that right now. There's a record here. Sighting. Woken ship. Martian airspace. Contact with Fall. Nothing after that. This is where I'm getting the weird readings from. There's old Rasputin data associated with a few coordinates on this mountain. And I mean old. Dark Age. Huh. I didn't think he was active after the collapse. See what you can find. There's a record here of Rasputin executing an order to deploy assault frames. A whole army of them. But the target was a single exo. Why would he need all of this for just one? There's a Warmind intelligence transcript associated with this spot. It references Siva. But it doesn't make sense to me. From what I knew, the Iron Lords went after Siva themselves. Felwinter wanted to use it to build up the city. And I thought Rasputin reprogrammed Siva to attack them when they entered the vault. But this says he gave Siva a new directive long before that. He was using it as bait. The Iron Lords didn't go after Siva on their own. Rasputin led them to it. I'm picking up a transcript of an old communication order. Rasputin sent it out to his submines. He identified a threat in old Russia. Looks like there was a data breach of some kind. I don't know what it was, but he threw out a lot of firepower. Dropped a warsat right on top of it.
Ooh. Well, let's see here. Alright, just sent my boy a message, see if he'll join up. And we got a couple of people online and everything, but no one really playing right now. Everyone's probably taking a break. The season has been kind of iffy on content, but this is the big content we've been waiting for, so. Alright, so like I said, I'm gonna launch myself into some tier 3. Ooh, this is gonna be beautiful. I could actually go heavyweight right now if I really wanted to. If that's the case, I could bring a heavyweight shotgun like tractor cannon. To bring or not to bring? Yeah, I think I'll keep it, I guess, at this point. Alright, so tier 3 reckoning with, what is that right now? Oh, arc, okay. Yeah, you can arc, but actually fine. Void, which is pretty useful on this bridge of stunnery. And let's see the store. What's going on there? I haven't really been here. Ooh. That actually looks pretty nice. Oh, damn. Ooh, I might. This is the daily one right now. Let's see, it looks on marker and sunset. Oh, I might actually have to fucking cop this. I might actually have to put in some more silver. Ooh, yeah, that looks nice. That looks really nice. I do like that. The blue doesn't really make it look that great, really. Not really liking the orange. Yep, there we go. That purple. Really clouds at sea usually looks good on stuff, but okay, rivalry stoic looks good on it. Suros, it's alright. That's what I like to do when I'm going through things. You guys can probably kind of gauge why a lot of these things have been popping up recently. I wonder if they're reporting me. Nope. Okay. Drive one.
Shown us there is art in destruction. We see why the Dredgen relies on you.
Dredgen relies on us because we're just good. So, go over to playlist again, go over to delete, go to power.
That you do here at the end. The Nines.
Let's get Oh shit, it didn't stop firing at me.
chance she is still out there somewhere, waiting. Are you frightened? Perhaps you should be. Search carefully, and you'll find that echoes of the king and his son have returned. Annihilate them. I sought a different power. One outside the petty balance of light and dark. You seek to strengthen your role in the Dredgens game, but power is not guaranteed.
Oh, that was completely crap. Those people were not as useful as I thought they would be. Well, let's see. Let's do some. Yeah. Ooh, my nigga Pluzak sound. Let's send him an invite to the show party. What up, Prozac? What's up, man? True. Yeah, I'm just about to maybe hop on some crystal myself here.
Trying to finish those kills for shotgun.
I agree, I'm gonna try and get that done soon myself here right now. bullshit week, but I'm trying to freaking turn my spirits around.
Yeah, I'm grinding to get power level 1000.
Nice, nice, man. You can make it. You can make it. It wasn't really that hard. I just had to focus on getting pinnacle.
I'm on my week 2, trying to get 1000.
You'll get there, man. Trust.
Forgot what power I was.
Jeez. You're almost there, man, honestly.
It's 5 bonus.
That's nice. Still there? Oh, looks like we're having some that type of issue. Hold on. Huh, I don't know what's going on here. Bro, I'm gonna go make a party. If you can hear me, just join my the party I'm in. What up, bro? Alright, let's go to the tower and grab some bounties, I guess. I was thinking about it like I am right now. Think about this. It's weird that the lie quest dropped just a couple days in a way, or not maybe a week before Saladin came back to give us more Iron Banner. If you guys are remembering from the stuff during the lie quest, hearing a lot about Siva and freaking Rasputin and freaking we're on Felwinters Peak, all these like things adding together, it's like, what's really going on there? To me, that's kind of stating the fact that there's a big connection between our big boy Rasputin and our good old Iron Lord, Felwinter, or something going on between the Iron Lords and Felwinter. And then if you remember that communication from Anna, she's talking about how Felwinter and his crew went to go interact with Siva and try and take control of it, but it seems they were tricked. It was bait. Wonder what that's about. That's it.
Hideo says this tower needs firm leadership.
What's up? What's up? Nice, nice, nice. Nice, yeah, I need to go get the 100 kills myself now. Whew, fuck. I need to smoke a fucking bowl. I've been having that same pain with my fucking tooth that will not stop.
I need to know the specs before we fill that order.
That's impossible.
Alright, well, let's see at the tower. It's funny, everybody's got shotguns on.
What do you need?
I'm kind of pissed though, in a way, that everyone's gonna be able to do this now and everything, and everyone's doing it now, when I've been grinding on this fucking thing for so long, and I've been saying to everyone, oh my god, this is so important. This is such a big priority of the season and all this shit. People are all sitting there telling me, nah, the season's fucking bullshit. Fuck this season, all that shit. I'm sorry, some people don't deserve to be getting the fucking shotgun now. Especially the way that it came, it should have been like it should have been individual work, like not as high as it was, like every person, like, and not even the public towers, it should have been like something separate, like everyone do their own quick little personal thing. Because there are people who are about to get the shotgun now because everyone is a community. The rest of the world like grinded this shit out. Yeah, like even my girl's saying she didn't really do anything, but now she can go on get the quest steps. Some people didn't do anything and they're getting a reward. Why? Versus there's like me, I've been sitting there, I grinded out getting all the other stuff from the seasons past and all that other shit. I grinded out knowing this information about the freaking Iron Banner and all this shit, about the Felwinter and all that shit, Felwinter's Peak, all that shit from beforehand, man. Like I already knew all this shit. I've been blurting and telling people this for how long? Why? Because I actually knew, because I actually bothered to care about the background and story plotting and everything, but then
The Iron Banner is an arms race. Can you win it? Tower missions are important, but so are the old traditions.
well, at least like I did like 2 or 3 on Earth. Yeah, but then the problem with that is then some people wouldn't have been getting anything because, like, well, think about it. Like for me, like I was literally at a couple towers doing them at my damn self, and you have to complete them. You don't get progress for half completion or anything like that. So a lot of people would have gotten nothing for it. So I guess they kind of did do the best possible thing for people, but then it kind of is like a fuck you to the other people who are all sitting here like, oh, I grinded. Well, fuck your grind, nigga.
Honestly, like here, here's a shotgun. You don't have to worry about the Lord. So I don't know about creatures. Not you, bro.
Mm-mm. My cat's being such a little bastard right now. Going around attacking everyone. What you do? You fucking weird cat.
It's bouncing. Like a little big kitty shit.
This cat is too funny. He's attacking a dish rag.
How do I even level up the bunker? Like,
You see the bottom row? You have to put in those the sit chaps things into the freaking top slot, and when you get those done, each like I think 7 or 8 of them gets you a level, which you have to press the bottom one to do. So pretty much you have to go into the upgrades, which is in the fucking top right hand slot thing there. Press triangle on it, get in there and do all that, and then go from that one, go back and then upgrade. It's just repetition. It's kind of like the freaking the obelisks last season. But it's not an obelisk, which is making it like
The sun obelisk?
Yeah. They pretty much, this is exactly the same thing. Except last season's reward weapon was the what was it? The fucking Bastion.
Oh, Bastion.
The Bastion fusion rifle. That now this season everyone's starting to use it like it's a fucking OP fucking thing. I thought you had one behind your ear. Your shirt probably.
Most likely. Got it.
Well, so like the regular ones that you use to put into the thing, you have to do them by getting Seraph Towers or doing the fucking bounties that the bunkers give you. And then you use those at the tower, and you should get stuff from Rasputin then. That you can give back to him, pretty much. That'll give you that. I'm kind of probably not gonna give the best explanation. Like I said, my mouth isn't like in pain right now, so I'm like slightly talking, not really trying to talk that much. But then even like as I'm trying to stream, that's the only reason I'm trying to really talk it up. Time for a bowl. Just realizing, besides doing the fucking Crucible and like even doing some wrecking like I was just doing, I had 2% on the shotgun things.
What are you doing?
Perfect place and ultimate ammo dropping point right now would be the Seraph Towers with how much fucking heavy ammo drops. I'm just thinking about it because like it's like it's programmed to automatically give you as many fucking like ammo drops as possible as you kill enemies and shit. And the higher the levels of the enemies go up, the higher the ammo drops go. Some of them will even drop 2 or 3. I've actually had a guy drop a regular ammo, a fucking heavy ammo, and a special ammo. I'm like, whoa, okay, buddy. I ran right over to him. But like, I'm just trying to figure out where would be the best place so I can even say to, like, I'm just giving just suggestions at this point. Same as I always do. I might stop streaming here in a little bit here and take a little break and start streaming up again in a bit. Give myself some time to smoke, relax, clear my head of my stresses, maybe meditate, get to my zen place, get to my Shin Malfo state. Come on, man, you got to get that. You know who Shin Malfo is? You do know who Shin Malfo is, right, man? The man with the golden gun, Shin Malfo. Well, now you know. If you don't know the lore of the man with the golden gun, if you do more of your Gambit stuff, the letters you're actually reading when you're reading the Gambit lore, it's actually, most of it is from him. It's from Shin. He's actually been close to the Drifter. He's been there talking to the Drifter like a friend, and the Drifter's doesn't know it because he doesn't have his memories. Like, when you get reborn as a Guardian, which is another great pointer to point back to this season, whenever certain Guardians, like really high fucking ranking people of society, get reborn as Guardians, there's something that happens. Your memories of your old life, all that important stuff gets stripped. Your facial recognition and everything looks the same and everything. You're still the same person, but your soul has been changed. Your soul has been wiped of its memory of what has happened in its previous lifetime and existence, but you're still living that existence. You get shoved back onto the same planet and everything, but you have no recollection of any of the past. That is what happened with our nigga Felwinter. I will state this now because it's already there. A lot of people don't know it. I'm put this out into the frickin' etho. It's on my stream. I think someone else was already stating this, and there was already a video on it by a very, very, very good YouTuber named Byfair. If any of you don't know him, go check him out. He is one of my favorite, I should say, YouTubers who covers lore. He helps me figure out and understand a lot of the lore. I didn't play D1, but because of him, a lot of that lore has been understood by me, so I can actually bring it into retrospect here. Such as the fact of, same thing as I'm saying, a lot of death and rebirth and recycling of life and renewal of life and purpose for people. This entire arc right now, even the Forsaken arc has some kind of semblance of this as well, because everyone hates Aldrin, but I'm sorry for the people who don't know. This ain't really a spoiler alert. If you all decide to go and take a look into your lore, even go look at that ship that was dropped during the Dawning event, the Amnesiac. It actually talks about a story. The lore that's attached to it is about a Guardian that's hidden away in the mountains who's being hated by everyone since he's been reborn. But he is a new Guardian. His ghost is there keeping him happy, trying to at least. This is a story of Aldrin, after being reborn now as a new light Guardian. He is one of us, but we hate him because of his face. Now, just the same, stop biting me, you stupid cat. Our frickin' friend Felwinter used to be known as Arthur Varanen. I'm hoping I'm the first one who's just going to admit this little lore stuff to people here, so I'm hoping this is my little way of getting out there. If any of y'all find this out after... Oh, what the shit? This cat just tried to kill me. This cat just ninja assaulted my legs as I'm walking back and forth talking right now. Oh my god, so the dog is even oh, stop trying to kill me, damn cat. So the frickin' whole point being, if you go and read your armor sets that everyone by now has probably gotten, because that was just given to us all, even if you didn't have the season's pass information, you'll all see that there is a story that was not in the first month attached to the 7 Seraph armor, which a lot of other people don't notice. That wasn't attached to a lot of other things as well. Some armors, some things do not have lore. That's just how it is. But why is that a legendary armor set that, unlike any other legendary armor set for a season before, now we suddenly have lore attached to it? If you actually take in the story, it's a story telling us about how Arthur Varanen was lieutenant in 7 Seraph Sector's group, pretty much, and he was following his captain, who was leading him on doing pretty much what we're doing with the Seraph Towers, bringing munition from one place to another, storing it, and then watching it as it fell into the earth with a metallic whoom sound, being sucked into Rasputin's storage space, which we can see now, the storage Seraph bunkers. If you look in the Seraph bunkers in the beginning area in the top right and left corner, you will see the exact same war mine cells that we've been creating. The satellites are being stored there. If you look down as you're going through the war mine frickin' bunkers, as you're clearing them during the day, you will see the launch areas for them to be launched and sent back there again to be launched later. It's a big process that has been going on underneath our feet for time. It stopped for a while for a reason, because if you read the story of Arthur Varnin, you will find that they were attacked at one point while they were doing their duties, and whilst Heighton, the planet, was being set up, it was a nice, bustling place, but there was trouble happening at the time. It's all in the story information. When that attack finally happened, Arthur watched his lieutenant, his captain, I should say, get obliterated and ripped to shreds by some force. And as he was about to die himself, he came face to face with it for the first time. It, I mean being, the Traveler. The Traveler, then, thus forth, before the last little second pretty much describes how he gets taken by the Traveler. What was supposed to happen to him, because he's an Exo, and one of a very special view of Exos, the Seraphs. They are the robot Exos being controlled and monitored and used by Rasputin to do all his work for him. They're pretty much his avatars on the world. They're his physical being. He can't be physical himself, so he made a way for him to be a part of the Guardian community and be there with us, be a part of the fight. He was an Exo. He sent one of his Exos. Varnin was the one he preferred the most out of all, though. Varnin was his son. Varnin betrayed him. I'm saying all this information before I even see the story cutscene and everything, because see, this is what I mean. If people actually bother to read lore, you're going to be like, holy shit, this nigga was right. This one guy had all this figured out from before the thing even dropped. Did he freaking go and look in the game files and all that? No, I did not. I just went and looked at what they gave us. What's been sitting there in lore for time. What correlates with the story plot from other stories, from other arcs of the freaking Destiny era. It keeps going on, the same plot twists and everything. Even to the factor of, like, when we do on strikes, we get shadow powers. So that whole shadow ability thing that might be coming, a new shadow line of powers, that might be a very big possibility. Realize in some of your raids, you get taken abilities, you get some freaking scorn, like fallen abilities to use, and weapons of theirs that we use all the time. We steal weapons from them and turn their own bosses into our weapons all the time. Look what we did to Zol. Look at the Wardcliff Coil. Look at Zol. Like, and then, so, what's going to pretty much happen here with this arc is we're going to go off and we're going to finally see that Felwinter's entirety. And also, if you guys actually want to continue on to see the continuation from where I'm talking about with the Varnin story plot, to see after he actually gets reborn, when he gets reborn, you can go and read the lore attached to the Felwinters, the Winter's Glee gauntlets for warlocks. That story lore on there actually depicts the first moments of Felwinter's birth, his first experience with a ghost, the first moments of his life after he was reborn. The ghost immediately tells him they must run. Something is chasing them, or someone. You must, and also that he is not to use his original name, which the ghost does know. So realize this: when you were reborn, your ghosts do know your old original identity and all this shit, who you were and all that. They're keeping it from you for some reason. Either by choice of love or either by choice of the Guardian's design and the fucking the Traveler's choice. But either way, they're keeping shit from you. Like, even the factor of, like, the weapons all talk to each other, the ghosts all communicate with each other in a network we don't even fully understand ourselves. To the factor of the Darcy and weapons like itself, like the Merciless and all that, actually have a under frickin' like network inside of the Guardian's network. You can actually see a frickin' computer in there that talks about weapons talking to each other using a 666 like coding thing. Some cryptarch bullshit. Like, it's actually things that are really going on underneath the surface. So for me, I love the factor and the realization that pretty soon people besides me are all going to have the same information now and know that Felwinter has been also around as well. Even though he was supposed to be destroyed, as we thought, he was not. After the whole Siva thing, Rasputin might have actually gone and claimed his body back. left the rest of the freaking fallen Siva fucking Iron Lords that were Sivad out, but he took the one thing he was looking for, because as I stated, and as it states right there when you went on the quest, you probably remember this too, when you went into the top area of Felwinter's Peak, in that where C usually is for the capture zones, and go up top there, you attach yourself and look at the Siva thing. Anna states that it's weird. It was used as bait. And Felwinter and his people went to go get it because they thought they could use it to create more, to build the city. If you look behind you while you're actually in Felwinter's Peak, you can see the city that he wanted to build up at the time. It is not as great as our city, not as high up. It's just complete garb. Hold on a second. Let me read this.
Just scrolling on Facebook and this is just what I see.
Yeah, that is pretty freaking funny. My girlfriend just showed me a post on Facebook. So, you ever tried to offer a crackhead weed? And they'd be like, nah, that shit's too strong for me. Nigga, what? You smoke crack? Like, what? But you're saying you can't handle some weed? It's like, wait. Back up. Backflip that. Back it. Wait. What? Nick, you backstroke that shit over this way here, fam. Just like, hop back. You're in the pool already. Just backstroke over to me so we can converse. Because, like, you just said you can't handle some weed. This sativa, nigga. Nah, bro. That'll knock me out. Nigga, you're smoking a fucking crack pipe right now. This is gonna keep me level. What?
If you bounce off the wall, next thing I know it.
Oh, honestly, like the crackheads I've seen in Toronto, that is literally the thing. But hey, you gotta give them one compliment. You never see a crackhead without their drug of choice when they want it. Just take that in. A crackhead, broke as fuck, will always somehow have crack. The most expensive drug. We should all have the motivation to do shit in our lives like a crackhead. Oh my god, the American Dad episode, my girl just reminds me. This is one of my favorite episodes. Steve goes to like a pet store or some shit and he meets this girl. But he's trying to get beer to go to a party actually. And him and his friends, they go and this crackhead is like standing outside of a beer store and he's like, hey, can you go get us beer and all that? The guy's like, sure, you go get me some pseudoephedrine and everything from the pharmacy. They won't let me in there anymore. I wonder why. They're like laughing like a weird crackhead. And they're like, sure. But as they're leaving, the guy says one thing, which I have OCD, so I kind of understand it. Don't forget the receipt! I understand it completely. I hate not knowing how much I just spent and making my budgets and shit because I know exactly how much money I get every month. That's my OCD. I know after everything I've spent, how much I've spent into it, so it's like, jeez. So when the guy flips out in the end of the episode and chases Steve and his people down with a gun and starts shooting up people and shit, saying he just wants all he wanted was the receipt, like.
He got back to his trailer. Fired up his shit. He was about to start, start doing his drugs and be happy with his freaking crack, but then he's like.
He has an iguana too, so realize this guy is like really livid enough that he could actually take care of a pet. So, but then someone fucked him over. Like humans, right there. That's a human thing that people gotta sometimes just take in. Why fuck someone else over when they're just helping you out? Like the person was getting helped out. Steve and his people were being helped out. Why are you gonna fuck over the guy who was helping you out? He was just like, all I need is a fucking receipt, man. Please. I just really like to keep my budgets in handle. And they agreed with him. They said, sure. That's not fair.
You fucked him over by giving a girl his number.
Yeah, like Steve, you have a cell phone, if I'm not mistaken, in this day and age. Communication with cell phones, but that's okay. He ended up in the girl's bedroom, saying, hey, baby, Steve. She's like, who the fuck are you? She screams and her father comes in with a shotgun and shoots the guy's head off.
Oh, yes.
Takes the guy's head off and the iguana's head off. Clean shot.
Oh, yeah, it was...
What are you doing right now, though, man? I'm about to hop back on here, and if you want to, like, do some, like, Crucible or even some freaking Seraph Towers and grind out some of those kills. You're on the Seraph Towers? I might join you on that.
No,
Well, let's see. We could figure out something. Like if baby mom's let you use her laptop, even you can plug your PlayStation into that because the screen uses that. If Sammy's wasn't too far, I would have said to go get the TV from his place. But he's so fucking far. And I'm using a dead lighter. I am a genius. I'll say, if anything, if you have all the bounties for the weapons unlocked, man, grab all of those weapon bounties, like one of each every time you can. And just keep on grinding those right now before the season's over, because, you know, I'm going to let you on in a little bit so you can grind too, don't worry. Because, like, honestly, everyone needs to grind right now. And I'm saying, because, like, bro, you should grind those out, because, like, those weapons, once they're gone, you're not going to be getting them again unless they end up going into the pool of drops, which that might take a while. Because, like, everyone who didn't get the heir apparent, I'm sorry for them. I got it. It was a pretty nice gun. I don't really love it, but it's worth the factor of Crucible when you get heavy and you can have that shield for someone else to hide behind you. Or that's what I do when I have people in front of me. Like, I had a team of 5 who had their heir apparents, and they all grabbed heavy on an Iron Banner, and I just bounced behind them with my fucking arc staff. No one could see my arc staff because of the arc fucking bubble, and by the time an idiot runs up trying to break the bubble with an arc weapon or something quickly, I just run out of the bubble and slash them up quickly, and it would be just too funny. It's a pretty nice thing. Like honestly, a lot of stuff, it's just based on your strategy, how you use stuff and everything. Which is like why now I'm kind of like cheese. Babe, if you want, like, frick, I'll try and see if I can use my phone and everything so I can stream and do all the stuff on my phone. Yeah, nah, that is actually a smart idea. I haven't even thought of that. In Gambit, having that and just sitting there. But see, at that point, be prepared and have one color each weapon. Or, like, if I'm using Void, I usually have an arc and a fucking solar weapon. Just for the fact of when I run in there, I can turn invisible quick times. They don't know where the fuck I am, and then I run up behind them. And if they have any freaking of the 3, I just use either my Void ability quickly, the fucking smoke to break their freaking shield if it's that, or whatever, and it's done. Honestly, though, I find it's a good weapon, but it's not top tier. But it's supposed to be. Because realize it's one of the weapons that the Cabal uses, and a lot of the time when we steal weapons from enemies and we keep them exactly as they are, they're usually supposed to be god tier. That's why they become exotics now. Oh, one of my boys was actually playing on fucking D1 yesterday. He's laughing because he goes and gets a helmet for his hunter and everything. I don't know which one it is, but he didn't like specify. I might ask him later on, and I'll share that information later if people think it's really worth it. But it's pretty much, he was saying that in D1, the helmet that he's rocking right now is a fucking a legendary, just a regular legendary helmet. But then if we actually go over to D2, the exact same helmet that he's rocking in D1 has now become exotic, and he's like, what the fuck? I'm kind of intrigued to see which helmet that is myself. I might actually, like, by the end of a month, get a camera, and a PS4 camera, and start streaming more, and make some freaking videos and shit. Get more out there to the community. Planning to make more community-based fucking streams and shit and videos. I'm even saying that people in the community could actually join me and shit in game and everything. And see, this is what the other clan members before wanted to do and everything, and I wanted to do it too. But like, with the infighting that we were having, I didn't want to freaking like stream that. I don't like to stream the negativity. So I was trying to say, let's break down negativity and get calm. The night that all the freaking bullshit finally went over and all that shit, and I'm now here alone like this, I said, hey, someone said, hey, we should stream, and I'm like, yeah, honestly, you should. I'm gonna set up my account and everything. And then I go use the bathroom, come back, and all bullshit somehow happened. Don't know whatever happened, but hopefully we can all get back together soon enough, because I miss gaming with the crew. Miss gaming with the XX, miss gaming with the Krillin. Miss gaming with that hunter kid. Miss gaming with that fishy one. And that booty killer. Like I just miss my crew. To me, it was like I felt like we were like how Drifter has his crew of people, his dredgens and all that running around the system. Yeah. But right now, I kind of feel like they treat me like Callum. For those of y'all who don't know, and I did that on purpose there, that was a great segue. Segue! Callum was Dredgen Cal. He was one of the Drifter's friends and everything, and one of the friends of all the other Dredgens out there. When we do the mission for the Drifter to decide sides, we actually get to go see Callum's remains and Callum's ghost's remains. Unfortunately, some people think that Callum got just betrayed and everything, but Callum himself went crazy. I'm not saying I went crazy, I'm just saying that shit just didn't end up as it should have. Because so Callum went crazy and destroyed his own fucking chances. He literally killed his own ghost. Then, because of that, he was murdered by the man with the golden gun, Shin Malfa, who was just happened to be chasing him to find information about their organization, the Shadows, to begin with. The Shadows of Yore. Honestly, I'm happy though with the clan name we have right now. It's quite befitting. I love the whole Awoken freaking civilization, and our clan thing is the Crow, which, if people actually bother to go read the nice lore attached to the Black Talon, you'll see that the Crows are actually a hidden, like, guard, or like, think of like CIA group for the Queen, Mara Sov, and Aldrin Sov, who was their prince. And finally, they also served the Awoken warrior, Petra. They were a hidden group. It's funny that when we made our clan name, the clan name actually befitted that, because a lot of us were awoken by choice, and then it is the perfect name. Because if you read the lore, when Aldrin dies, again, this is what I'm saying, the game always does something to reference to death and rebirth, recycle, new life, something of the sort. And in that lore, this goes back to the amnesia as well, because how I was saying Aldrin's alive, Petra didn't believe he was dead. Petra doesn't believe that the Queen is dead, which she's not really, but for those, some people don't want to really ruin that, because that's a big thing for the game still. Like, a lot of stuff that's still to come. Like, she's actually pertaining to, in my opinion, what's going to be going on with the next season. She's going to come back around the next season, I presume, because of the calamity that's going to befall. Aldrin himself is also going to play a major role, and a lot of people by this point, if you don't have it, a lot of people, I'm going to warn you now, you maybe want to skip a little bit, or maybe mute me for a little. This is going to be pertaining to the Forsaken information, the stuff that happened when Cade died. When Cade dies, Cade has this grand scheme already plotted out that every Vanguard has a choice of doing. It's called the Vanguard Dare. A lot of you might have heard of it. Some of you might remember this when you went on Cade's little errand after he died to go collect these 6, 7 tapes, or 10 tapes for some, depending on your things, like when you did and everything. I've seen videos from the past where people had only like 6 or 7, 8, but then they added a few more later in. But point being, when you go and collect all these tapes, you will find something very interesting if you listen and actually pay attention to the plot of each tape. I'm gonna just act out one right now. Hey, Hawthorne. So, you killed me. Oh, here's another one. Ikora. So, I'm dead. And if by any chance, by your hand. He has one for everyone he knows who he considers a friend. One of the main ones that he has, the plot point being, it's his death being by their hand. If it's by their hand, his code of arms, his frickin' Vanguard's dare sets into place. Whoever be the one to kill him needs to be the one to fill his seat on the Vanguard frickin' like pinnacle, pretty much. Aldrin killed him. Aldrin Sov, a hunter. The hunter of the Awoken Reef, who is now being ridiculed and hated because of his actions. No.
but realize still his actions were still one of the actions that were kind of required by. So if we take it into account, why? Just why?
Into the fire, Guardian.
The reason Cade didn't really care, and why Zavala and Ikora, well, Ikora wanted to take revenge herself, so she could then take control of the Hunter Vanguard platoon, but she shouldn't because she's already a Warlock Vanguard. If you go and take in all the semblance, though, whoever killed him would have to take the seat. Aldrin now, he's revived. He's been revived and given a ghost. He has the light. He is one of us. If anybody in the new, like, arc coming to be would be the new Vanguard, like, Hunter to lead us forward, that we would have to show some semblance of respect. Even though there's hard feelings in the background,
Hone your light,
it would have to be Aldrin.
No wasted effort. Ever.
Some people will argue with me and tell me, nah, that's bullshit, we can't do that. Aldrin's a fucking snake, but if you guys really wanted to take it in, and see, I haven't played it because none of my clan members and people haven't really gotten to the Last Wish, which I've been sitting there wanting to do, and Scourge of the Past. So if any of y'all want to hit me up and join me on some Scourge of the Past, Last Wish raiding and all that, I'm always down. I even need to do Leviathan Prestige. Hit me up. But if you really pay attention, you'll see that there is a big possibility that these guys are going to come back, all these major players. Another major player that's been kind of hinting at his, like, return, like, his big return. Like, we've had him return, but not really, because he's just a fucking robot, Callus. Callus came and said that he was going to test us and give us all this potential and all that, but when we fight him, we realize and find out he's just a fucking robot. And he says that if you've listened to some of the cutscenes, it's for a reason. He's not really trusting right now because of the fact that he was betrayed by his own people. If we go further down the rabbit hole to that, we find out that he left past our system, like a few other people, like the Dredgen and a few of our other great warriors. Even Mara herself, the queen, she went past the system. Everyone who's went past the system, or who can view past the system, I'm bringing in our nigga, Brother Vance, from the Lighthouse. They all have something that we don't have knowledge of. What the fuck we're about to face, this darkness. They've all seen it. They've all withstood it, fought it, came back stronger because of it, but changed. Some of them damaged beyond recompense. Mara has knowledge and now has visions beyond what she even could before as an Awoken. The Drifter doesn't want to stay still. The fact that he's in the tower, if you listen to him, he bitches about it, kind of. He's like, things out in there getting dangerous. He doesn't want to stay. He's trying to prepare us is the only reason he's staying. He knows that if someone doesn't stand, and he doesn't trust the other people that are ready to stay and stand, he thinks a lot of them are probably going to perish, which a lot might. As a lot of planets are about to probably break. Like, one planet for sure I know is going to be gone. Titan. It's already been foretold with the way shit's been going. Titans has already for some reason been a choice spot for attacks when things have gone on. Not only between the factor of Rasputin's frickin' shit that's been going on there when his Varnan and entire Seraph crew were taken out down there, but before that, the Hive attacking there for no reason whatsoever. There was a lot of other frickin' groups that have attacked there. The Fallen have attacked there. If you check into the game information, there's actually were supposed to be 5 different races of enemies at one point. The 5th one we might be getting during the collapse. They're known as the Veil. If you have done the Shadowkeep like story arc and gone all the way to the end and gotten into the pyramid to the Beyond quest, you will see that there is a statue within the Beyond quest that at the end of the pyramid, when you go to pick up this weird artifact, before you get a cutscene for the first time, if it's the first time you've have done it, and when you do that, you will see the statue is weirdly veiled, like covered with like a robe, but a veil, think of Mother Mary, like a Mary statue, but just veiled, like covered, so you can't see the face underneath, but you know the shape. It's a woman, the body, the structure, everything. That's what it is, and it's a statue too. Like, I walked around it, jumped around it 1, 2, 3 times just to make sure I wasn't freaking tripping and shit. And it has a podium, there, like the lower area, it looks like there's feet, and then it pulls up, starts to frill out and everything. Then it gets to the arms, almost like that Jesus statue in frickin' in Rio de Janeiro, the one where he's standing on the mountain and he has his arms outstretched. It pretty much think of that, but imagine someone threw a giant black veil over it and angled it forward about maybe 35 degrees. That's literally what that statue looks like. If anyone wants to go look online, you can probably find some imagery or anything for that on Google or whatever image sites you like to use. Point being, when you really take on all of that, the veil seems like a pretty freaking solid structure as that thing, and that thing's the statue that was sent within that thing was the warning of that's what's coming to you, buddy. You're gonna have to face that. And then the fact that it's the shadows, like when you look at the old imagery photo that's online and everything to find, you'll actually see that there are tiny little freaking shadowy figures floating around it when it's freaking like on the image card. It's an old image card like of a yellow, I think it's like all the different things, Cabal, Vex, and it actually goes in order of their arrival in game as well, so it actually matches up. The last one is this Veil one, and the images, if people have been on the moon and go stand around our friend Eris Morn, look at the frickin' people of the shadow figures that are always floating around her in anger, and then go play the actual game and go into the frickin' like keep and see them floating around in big hoarded groups together. When you actually see them, they look a lot like the image card. So back onto the fact of thinking about it, those guys might actually be what happens when we fall. We might become part of the Veil. The Veil might not be all that bad, because see, we've been being told that we might have to embrace the darkness, wield it. If people were paying attention when our frickin' lovely seasonal greeter was here, what's her name again? I can never remember. Eva. When Eva Longot was here, and she was giving us all the stuff for the Guardian games. If you stood there and listened to her, or if you stand and listen to a lot of random characters sometimes, you'll hear them talk about one thing that you have to sometimes really wait a bit for. The darkness. They mention it in some way, semblance, or another.
Wield the light, that you're a protector of the last of humanity.
Because when you're talking to Eva, she actually, her comment, which really struck with me when I heard it the first couple times, I even mentioned it to my clan members saying, doesn't it sound strange? And a couple of them actually even agreed, yeah, that is a little weird. Even them themselves didn't believe about the whole wielding the darkness shit. But then when a random freaking character like that pops up only during seasonal events has freaking, like, you know, dialect about it, makes you really want to think about it a little bit more. Like, her comment was, I don't know if we are really prepared to wield the darkness. Pretty much questioning if we should be tampering with the forces of darkness and wielding them as weapons, or wielding them in some way ourselves, as we are already apparently, and as she can see, because remember, she's actually one of the main council that goes and sits with the Vanguard, unbeknownst to us, when they go do big meetings. She's always there. She just sits somewhere else during the regular off-season when it's not a seasonal event. When she's off doing all that, she finds out this information. If you read her tab, she actually talks about how she interacts with all the other people on her off times and all that, and during the events and shit. So she would be one of the main people to know a lot of things. And so from her eyes and knowledge, we have been tampering with the darkness at this point, and she doesn't like it. She doesn't trust us going further with it, because she doesn't think it'll be good. Some people think it's a risk we need to take, like the Drifter. Queen Mara herself, I think, has reasons why she gives us certain weapons. Like when you actually finish the Last Wish raid, I haven't done that yet, but I know a lot of my people have. And when you do, one of the things you can obtain from one of your wish chests is 1,000 voices, and that's Riven of 1,000 voices. Hold on, wait, what? Yeah, remember, like I said, a lot of the time we like to bring our enemies down and destroy them, but not completely destroy them. We like to keep them, use their power to make our power greater. We did it with Zol. We did it with an enemy back in the day. I think it was Crota. A couple different enemies. We've just taken their hearts or their core or their essence, their power, something, and transformed them into a weapon of destruction. Even Merciless has its own freaking actual mind. it actually becomes more destructive because of that mind. That's why it knows what it's doing. Reading lore really makes you really love the game a little bit more because they put focus and thought into some things. Some weapons are really thought out. The Darcy used to be one of the most powerful weapons because of this as well, because unlike the Whisper of the Worm, it's great. Whisper of the Worm is a great weapon, but it's only really great because it breathes, which is why it gives you back that bullet if it misses, because it's alive and it's monitoring, it knows that. The Darcy's alive because of CPUs, though, and it talks with other like Darcy's other frickin' weapons that have been created that have technology and are a part of the network. It tells others when, oh, my master just left a Crucible match, just left a Strike, just left a Gambit match. It states it in the files. Are you one of those people who leaves these matches and leaves these situations, or are you one of the people who sticks it out? The weapons don't like it even. You get reprimanded in Gambit, or in AI in Gambit when you frickin' leave, the Drifter will be like, huh, punk ass, you left, and give you a frickin' lower frickin' score, remove credit from you for a bit, and tell you you have to go replay a match just to clear the fucking fault that you left him. There's a reason for that. Again, you're not supposed to toy with darkness and then just abandon it. Just like you're not supposed to toy with anything and just leave it be. When you make a connection and make a frickin' like a motivated like push forth, you have to stick with shit. You made the choice to get into it, stick with what you chose to stick with. Like you made friends, stick with those friends. They're there for you if they say they are. Don't abandon those friends. You make an agreement to get into a certain like fight, don't frickin' back out on your friends when it's time. Don't abandon those who say they're there for you. That's what this whole kind of thing is. This, because like, so we as the Guardians are there to protect the rest of the society that is weaker. And from what we've seen from our past in D1, we were all fighting amongst each other as the Iron Lords, the Warlords, and all this shit, right? Why are we going to continue infighting in Destiny 2? That's what the Guardian games also was trying to push forth. And if you all listen to Zavala, even though the Titans frickin' won, Zavala states, this was just a way to make us all be more motivated to be together, to work together, to hone our skills and understand each other more. And I get that, because see, I actually started playing on my Titan and my Warlock a lot more during the Guardian games, trying to finish stuff up, and because of that, I got a lot more semblance and understanding for Titan classes, so I can deal with them in Crucible a little bit better myself, and I usually hate Titans. Like, I dead-ass hate Titans, but now I've actually even got a pair of fucking feet I love, a pair of fucking gauntlets for my Titan, for one for Void class and one for Arc class that I love, that I'm rocking the shit out of. Not playing my Titan that much right now, because I only did that when I was playing with my old crew, but still, I have things on them that really work out well.
How you would have relished this red war.
Alright, though, I'm gonna smoke a couple more here and then grind it a little bit. And then let my girl get on, if anything, because she's wanted to grind as well. Get her felwinter going.
Grow stronger. You must. This city needs you. Prime, the Iron Lords would have avenged the attack on the tower. I've seen your crucible matches, Guardian. You're as powerful as you are silent.
Jeez.
Instead of idling here, testing my resolve,
When you get that
could
good
be fighting for the honor of the Iron Banner.
Like knocks you out. Oh. You think your dealer hates you, how fucking good the weed is. It's trying to kill you. Be like, yeah, yo, Jerome, you hate me, man? Nah, why? That weed you gave me last night trying to murder me, nigga. Nah, bro, that's me loving you, fam.
That's to stifle your potential. The Crucible is not enough. Embrace the Iron Banner.
Fanta. Juice of the gods.
Or the Iron
might be an
banner
advantage
is a
of
hard
juicing
choice. Can you win it?
Shit. Honestly, do you want to go into my own banner?
In our prime, the Iron Lords would have avenged the attack on the tower.
Alright, if that's the case, I might have to switch over to my Titan actually, because I do need to finish Iron Banner stuff on my Titan to get the pinnacle on that. Or I could just run stuff on my hunter to get the shotgun done here quickly. You're working on the shotgun right now, right? You stopped on that? Honestly, man, I was gonna say if you want to just grind out those freaking shotgun kills at freaking the either easier on fucking the moon or even I am. Okay, so the quest should be called The Lie. So, so to see if you have it on that character exactly, you need to go into your seasonal, and it would be right there. I still have one of the bounty golds from the fucking games.
Books for the Titans. Too heavy.
Yeah, but on this character. Yeah, you can check on the app as well. It has like you've seen that like Braytech wolf, right? Like that blue. It's like a light blue background with a wolf head. Yeah.
Eververse isn't just a title.
I get pills from someone in medical. Just isn't time to sleep anymore.
Did you pick it up? Picked it up from Anna Bray though, right? So you need to get a new start of it, yeah. Well, if you need to do that, I need to go do that on my Titan too. I could do that with you. No, Anna is on the Mars area.
Rhythmic physical expressions won't win a fight, but they feel good. Feeling good is better.
True. I know the feels, man. I was trying to grind a couple of those before myself. It was just horrendous work. Wait, are you talking about for Iron Banner? Well, if it's for the Iron Banner stuff, you can only do Iron Banner stuff while doing Iron Banner. Oh, yeah, those ones, yeah. Honestly, depending on which bow you're using in regular Crucible, it's pretty much almost like a one-hit kill too, especially if you and someone else are aiming for the same targets.
Need something new? Eververse has it.
If we end, the data ends with us. That fate is too terrible to comprehend.
Don't stop fighting. We all appreciate it.
Vostok is the map. You should know it. Vostok, Russia. It is the spot where my brother, my. So apparently, according to KK, the freaking old clan and everything, I had a freaking like a freaking love interest in a character in the game, Felwinter. So you're about to go to Felwinter Peak. That is Vostok, Russia.
I've been saving up money for an Eververse commission for weeks now.
It's on Earth, and you just have to look for the mission spot.
Your opponents reap their glory.
This is our chance.
I must admit, Guardian,
Felwinter would have embraced this battle with the Red
got
Legion.
me to crack open.
I'm not saying dead orbit's right, but things are looking pretty bleak.
You're facing your allies at their best. Come prepared.
Stay here on Earth if you can. Less complicated.
Felwinter
Show them that they can't mess with us.
the Red Legion.
Guardian, what puzzles do you bear?
Yeah, you have to find one. I found mine.
The war cult are lunatics, let's be honest.
You're being reassigned to the South Wall.
New worlds mean new secrets.
I think I'm just gonna let you finish just running through that quickly, and when you're done, just join on me. We can go into Crucible.
The next 50 years.
Alright, join me. I'm at the tower already.
This is taking forever. We need to clear that backlog. Really?
My sister's an astronomer, and she says there's something new in the sky.
Check the clan roster thing.
This is not the Crucible, but not every place can be perfect.
Felwinter would have embraced this battle with the Red Legion.
Plenty of hostiles left to fight, Guardian. It's them or us. This is not the Crucible, but not every place can be perfect.
What is Dead Order like this?
Annihilate your opponents and reap their glory. To give your life so that others may live is to answer the
Dying is an essential element of the Crucible. Get back in there.
The tower didn't deserve the Cabal attack, but we'll be stronger for it.
Tell me, you don't fear Vanguard operations? Do you fear the Crucible? I know you'll use this well. Careful with that. All battles are just a lesson, Guardian.
The universe is getting dangerous, but it's nothing a few surgical strikes won't fix.
Celebrates the old ways. Come test your
place. Worth fighting for.
The time has come, Guardians. The Iron Banner has returned.
Weren't you just here, Guardian? Every little bit helps. Trust me. They say the Cabal respect and fear you. I see why. Register.
Are you prepared for the Iron Banner?
If there's any fight left in you, Guardian, get up and give it to me.
Your system may be faulty. Suggest diagnostic to check for any compromise in programming.
If we shut that line off, the south
Light is
elevators are gonna
something you
freeze.
feed over time that you grow. There is no windfall. There is no respite. If you arrive hoping you have what it takes, you won't.
System diagnostic complete. This unit functioning at 98.3% optimum performance.
The Iron Banner is an arms race. Can you win it?
Hunter, these new recruits remind me of you. Swift, full of raw potential.
If my function is to serve the Vanguard, how better would the guy guard you?
Attack on the tower.
You ready?
I hope you have something for me that might help me make my way.
Let's get you back out there. there, doesn't it? Maybe just me.
Guardians working for the Iraqs. Makes me nervous.
Wow. So long. So long I've waited, and I finally just finished and got the recluse ready to claim. I've been so depressed I didn't even notice that, jeez. Alright then.
Iron Banner.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Who is that beautiful motherfucker in the front?
Use everything in your power. Fight and prevail.
We shall see. We shall see.
Opponent claimed Zone C. Zone A captured. Opponent claimed Zone B. Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours. Zone A lost.
Wow, hush, okay.
Two down.
Over by heavy, there's one guy. He's heading back to C.
A greater lead for your opponents. You must do something to catch them. Good counter. Now hit them again. Zone B captured. Zone B lost. Zone C lost. The pack is hunting you. Stand strong.
We're all up on C side.
I'm calling it. Another hunt will come soon. You will endure.
Oh my god, okay.
a second, send this guy a chat party invite.
Who is that?
One of my old clan members. He used to be one of us, but he left to go follow KK because they're all butthurt at me or upset at me for some reason, so still trying to be nice and play with my old friends and everything, because, you know, I miss them, so.
One of my friends is gonna come on in a bit as well to do this quest. Where's this guy's spell? Look, the freaking spells kind of I have.
I'm gonna be mute for just a little bit because my tooth is starting to ache again.
Iron Banner. Young wolves and iron lords, to battle! Zone C captured. Opponent claimed Zone A. Opponent took the lead. Zone C lost. You captured Zone B. The lead is yours. That's two. Opponent took the lead. Zone C captured. You have the advantage. Press on. Zone B lost. You captured Zone A. 2 zones are yours. The lead is yours. Zone C lost. You've lost the lead. Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours. Zone C lost. Zone A lost. Now you are the hunted. A greater lead for your opponents. You must do something to catch them. Another hunt will come soon. Zone A captured. Opponent claimed Zone B. You captured Zone C. Zone advantage is yours. That's a start. You can turn this around. Zone A lost. Zone C lost. Now you are the hunted. Five minutes remain. Let the wolves rest. The hunt is over. Opponent claimed Zone B. You captured Zone C. Zone A captured. Zone advantage is yours. You cut their momentum. Keep pushing. Not this time.
Got to 10% there. I sent him another one.
Iron Banner. The Iron Banner held high. Stay focused. Captured Zone A. Opponent took the lead.
What's this echo? Whose mic is that?
Opponent claimed Zone B. Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours.
What servers do they do? Whose mic is that?
Zone A lost. You captured Zone B. 2 zones are yours. The lead is yours.
my kill. $2K.
Yeah.
You want mine?
It's not much. Still have one.
Let's kill her. Let's kill this mic. Gotta be killer. 2K. Why you do?
It's not. I can hear it.
That shut them down.
Let's use my super.
They've fallen further behind your lead. Well done. Zone C lost.
Why is this guy using the bow? And Crucible. Not in Crucible, that man.
Zone C captured. 2 zones are yours.
He's talking out of his fists.
Zone B lost.
Why did they walking like bots? Is the server lag?
Zone C lost. The flames are lit, and you are the prey. Your opponents are gaining. Hit them harder. Five minutes remain. The flames have gone cold. Zone C captured. Opponent claimed Zone A. Opponent claimed Zone B. You captured Zone A. 2 zones are yours. Zone C lost.
Oh my god.
What servers are you guys right now? What country are you on?
I'm in Europe servers.
You captured Zone B. Zone advantage is yours.
Super laggy. It's got like a 5 arm. 6 arm.
3 minutes left.
I took him out his super.
Zone B lost. Enemy took the lead. Not for long.
Destiny service to ass.
You will endure.
Destiny service had to get better. It's pretty sad.
I did 16% that game.
Iron Banner. Use everything in your power. Fight and prevail. Opponent claimed Zone C. Zone B captured. You captured Zone A. Zone advantage is yours. The lead is yours. Zone A lost. You captured Zone C. Zone advantage is yours.
Where is this?
Oh my god, why are there so many of them lagging?
No idea.
I might get off on this. Destiny service is trash.
Holy shit. You just walked in there and muted Oh my god, this guy's behind me?
Zone B lost. The howl of the wolf is not the end.
I'm gonna leave.
Be vigilant.
Yeah. Just quit matchmaking.
Yeah, because these guys are completely fucking lagging. And the entire fucking collective is together, by the way, like 5 of them.
Yeah.
That's why, like, and so, like, if the one of them is lagging, he's probably the host. Their entire collective is lagging. The one guy, Trouble, and like 5 of them are all together.
Troublemaker, he's
Troublemaker and 5 of them are all together.
Yeah.
This is sad.
This is sad, like, they have to fucking lag switch to fucking win.
Zone C captured.
Apex servers are better.
Zone A.
And Destiny
I'm
servers.
glad, though. I'm
Opponent
streaming,
claimed
so,
Zone
like,
B.
this can literally be seen. It's not like I'm fucking lying. I have a stream going right now. If they want to fucking check the stream, they can see that I've been fucking shooting people, and it takes like seconds later for the kill to come through, or I don't even get the kill because I apparently missed because the person lags behind me. When that guy Troublemaker showed up behind that rock earlier, bro, I don't know what the fuck happened there, but like I ran up on him, and then this motherfucker, he teleported forward. I shot him in the back, then he teleported behind me, hit me, and then it's like my bullets finally gave him damage and he got hurt. And I got the kill. So like, what the fuck?
Troublemaker guy's just like, and then that cowboy guy.
The entire squadron is lagging.
Zone C.
Yeah, and then he's using the Telesta, which makes it even worse.
It's like complete sheepery.
Zone B captured. You have the advantage. Press on. Zone A.
Why is, like, I swear this is the fucking challenge of fucking why does
Their small lead has become
challenge?
something more. Don't let them continue.
Nope.
Captured Zone A. You have the advantage. Press on. Zone B lost.
Bastard. Whoa. Thorn, honestly,
Talking about super.
honestly, fucking assholes.
I was using the vicious phase, and then I just kept getting poisoned, so I just switched the form.
I hit you fucking through. What the bloody fuck? I didn't kill him with you, Jack. Like, what the fuck?
Zone A lost. The wolf's howl.
But I fucking put a trap down first. This guy was tethered, and then I sprayed one into his. Whatever. Like, honestly, bro.
What is the delay?
Like, the delay is fucking me over. And I'm using Mindbender's Ambition. Like, what the fuck you mean, bro?
Another hunt will come soon.
Oh yeah, I'm getting fucked by their Mindbender's Ambition. So like,
Zone C
can't hit him.
I saw that, man. You were dancing with him.
Opponent claimed Zone B.
He's like he's doing a 2-time fucking waltz with you. But you're trying to do a 2-step.
Zone A captured. Zone advantage.
Oh, this guy's the guy's lacking the most.
The fucking troublemaker, right?
Yeah, troublemaker.
And then the second most, King Virgin is the second one lagging like a fucking bitch.
How's this king getting more help?
The king is fucking hitting me from distance with weapons that make no fucking sense.
What?
King hit
no damage?
Honestly,
pretty good, the
bro,
king.
You're taking Mindbender's damage. How are you not dying?
It was point. I just got the kill for it.
Point blank, right?
Yeah, I just got the kill, look. I shot him about 10 seconds ago.
Oh my fucking god, bro. Like, this is... Bro, I don't care if you're standing in a fucking rift. Oh, I got the fucking damage on him after my fucking gun hit him. Like, 5 seconds later. I have time payload, but time payload takes 2 fucking seconds. The fuck is going on? Just end it. Just kill me. Just fucking kill me.
How does King have so much good aim?
Bro, just fucking kill me. Just take me. Honestly, I should just bend over and stretch my asshole open. Just take me, bitch. Like, but what the fuck was that? Anybody tell me what the fuck that was? Anyone online? Anyone watching? Someone tell me what that was. Someone just... What was that? Bro, I'm about to like restart my freaking like my stream and everything right now, and like just say that we're going on freaking Crucible run and everything, but like god damn. Oh my dear. Like, oh fucking god.
I bet he's in the college tries. Oh, he got smacked.
Oh my god, no, I don't even know.
Use him by him. KEB talks
Bro, he just fucking told me, was it worth emoting on Burnout?
What? What is that supposed to be?
I killed him and I did an emote on Burnout. Like afterwards, I what was it? I freaking did my giddy emote for a second. Motherfucker.
Is he mad?
I'm about to invite him into the chat party. Let's see if he's mad. Let's see if this chap's mad. Cause like, the fuck, man. That sets my fire off real hard. Right here on his fucking page, about me, feminist. Oh, bro, someone help me. That's the first thing on his page. It's like, about me. The only thing about me, feminist. So wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, don't be a pussy now. Join the fucking party, bitch. Come on. Come on. You gonna be a little gay lord or not? Come on now. You really went out that far, wow. This game's giving me some pretty... I don't know if he's gonna join. Nah, he's with he's with Crimson Waffle, Troublemaker, Johnny Boy, Cowboy, and Virgin. All together. The only person who wasn't with them was that Alex. Honestly, because of the way my old freaking classmates would treat me and everything, I'm not gonna be like showing my online status to people and shit for a while. Cause that was just fucking some fuckery shit, like. Like, I was always there helping them out, loyal to the team, ready to help my team. They wanted to do anything and to help them. I'm being abandoned like I'm a fucking a wet nappy. I'm an insane and fucking insane asylum patient apparently. Because I have feelings. Oh, I have all the Red War exotic weapons and everything in the armor. Alright guys, alright. Hold on, I'm gonna restart my streaming. So, ending this stream, that was just getting the felwinters quest steps and everything together. Time to now do the grind.